Welcome everybody. In today's video, I'll be showing you 3 opinels that I happen to have and what I think about each size range. Are they good? Are they bad? It's been a while since I've talked about opinels, and I think it's time for kind of a refresher video. So let's get into it. Starting off with the biggest one that I have, this is the opinel number 9. I say opinel instead of opinel because I've watched the company's YouTube videos and they say opinel. So opinel it is. Pardon the fingerprints. Number 9. It is, holding it up to the chart here, about 8¼ inches long from very tip to very back of the base. Now, these 2 big ones that I have are modded opinels. I have drilled holes into the pommel for lanyards, little bits of paracord or whatever I want to run through there. And then I also took a slightly curved file and made a bit of a finger notch here, which makes opening the opinel easier. Opening the opinel. For those of you that don't know, opinel is an old brand made back started back in the 1800s in Savoy, France. I don't know if that'll show up here. Yeah, it does. They're still made there today. They do use machines, but a lot of it's handmade, not hand forged. Machines stamp out the blades, heat treat, but it's a small business, and they sell out of these suckers constantly. You just gotta wait till they reload and sell them again. I like the number 9 because that's a very nice size knife. Number 10s, from what I've seen, seem to be like they would be a little too big unless you're going to go camping. But for like just EDC use, if you're carrying like a buck 110, an opinel number 9 looks like a good alternative. It's maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know. I don't have a buck 110. What I do have, if you'll hang on a second, is Marble's large lockback. Comparing that to the number 9, a little bit bigger, but very similar. It's an old company, very simply made. You can get the handles made in different woods, which is nice. This is the beechwood version. This is the cheap version. I have drilled a hole, made a finger notch, and also took a little rat tail file and made like a little wire stripper here at the very base of the blade. There's this collar that turns around the pivot of the blade, and when it's twisted like that, which closes off the gap, the blade cannot close. It's locked open. Does not necessarily eliminate blade play. There's a little bit of blade play like this, a little bit of back and forth like that, but not hardly noticeable at all. And if you really just kind of like, crank it down, like blade play's gone. That's how it is. It's got a little bit of a clip point there. It's a design that's basically been unchanged since its creation back in the 1800s. I apologize for the camera glare. Got a new camera set up here, so was giving it a test run here. And then you can twist that back, close the blade, and then you can lock the blade shut, keeping it from opening in your pocket. But that's pretty cool. And that's the number 9. I've got big hands. I like the number 9. It's just a good size for me. Going to their most popular size, the number 8. Number 8 is 7½ inches long from tip to tail. Functions the same. You can lock it closed. You can lock it open. And I did not put the sharpening or wire stripper choil there, but I did put the little notch in the handle for opening the knife, and then I did drill the lanyard hole. Very easy to do if you've got a wood drill. I apologize for the rattling here. Trying to minimize the rattling of the camera. But you can see where the little notch helps the blade getting open to there. That's the number 8. This is the most common size, and it's more pocketable than the number 9, admittedly. But I like the size of the number 9. All 3 of these knives are inox, which means stainless versions. You can also buy these if they're in stock. the carbon versions made out of a higher grade carbon steel, which is better for holding an edge. These you need to sharpen more, but they don't rust on you. The other ones would rust on you if you're not careful, but they hold an edge. Give and take. And then the newest addition to my opinel collection, which I have done nothing to at the moment. I've done a little bit trying to make a little notch here, but I gave up on that. Ignore that little spot. That's my doing, not the factory's doing. This is the opinel number 4. This is not locking. I think the number 6 is as small as it gets with the locking rings. When you go 5, 4, 2, those are all the non-lockers. This is the number 4. And for a size comparison, we have a Victorinox SD version, and then we have a Leatherman style PS, or CS, scissors, style CS, just for size comparisons. It's about the size of a AA battery, which I do not have on hand at the moment. Darn. But we'll also compare blade sizes amongst the 3, just to give you a reference of what you're getting here. If you're interested in the number 4, this is about what you're going to get with the blade sizes, going from sharpened edge to sharpened edge. It is bigger than the 3, like that. Very nice. They do come in a keychain version where they've drilled out the handle and have a metal keychain on it. It's very good. I love it. It's thin, it's slicey, easy to handle, easy to open. It's just a good little knife. It goes in a 5th pocket of your jeans, super easy. It goes in your shirt pocket if you got a shirt pocket. Front pocket, disappears, gone. You don't feel it till you reach down there for it. And I gotta say, opinel, yeah, it may sound cheap, but these are good knives. They've lasted for over 100 years, going on 200. They've lasted this long for a reason. They're good knives. They hold up well. The stainless steel is kind of a newer, in like their last half of their years. It was like, back in the 50s and the 80s, they were still doing carbon versions. And then somewhere in there, they started introducing the stainless versions. I'm sorry, I'm going off screen here. I kind of want to get the full collection one day, but that's going to be a long time coming, a little here, a little there. But currently my favorite one is the number 9. I've got big hands. It fits my big hand quite nicely. The number 8 fits my hand nicely. It's a nice big handle. But the blade is just a little short for some of what I like doing. And just have that little bit extra. It doesn't look like much here on camera, but in hand, this just feels like there's more going on, And got this little guy now. He goes into wherever empty space I have in my multitude of pockets that I have on hand at any time. And it's just been a reliable little knife. They come sharp. They stay pretty sharp for a while. But if you use them a lot and you get the stainless versions, you do have to resharpen them regularly. That's just how it is. That's just how stainless is going to be for knives. So I do think opinels are worth the sub $20 that they have for most of them. There's some that are pricier, but they usually have more gimmicks to them. Good gimmicks, not bad gimmicks. Good gimmicks. But if you're just wanting like a base opinel and you've never had one before, get one. And I highly recommend so far, mostly because these are the only ones that I've had, the 9, the 8, and the 4. These are good versions. I love them. And you can customize them. You can engrave the wood. You can burn the wood a little bit, make it smoky. You can drill holes for the lanyards. They're great. They're like little blank slates for knife modification if you like to modify your knives. So, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you found this useful and informational. Hope it helps you build your EDC to your standards. And until the next time, carry well. Bye-bye.